Hello and welcome to Hootsuite.com. You can get here by just going to Hootsuite.com and then logging in, or you can access their phone app as well. Personally, I'd recommend just going to the website. So what is Hootsuite? Hootsuite is what we call a social media management tool. So within that, it allows you to do a couple of things. Most useful, in my opinion, is scheduling content in advance. So you can schedule content for multiple channels, multiple days, or within Hootsuite. Secondly is the combination of social media monitoring and social media listening. Social media monitoring is when you listen to what is being said about you or or people interacting with the brand. And social media listening is when you use something like this to listen out to the related conversations related to your brand and or niche. So let's say you, in this example, are focused on competitions. You might be looking at trending topics around competition wins, big competitions, competition prizes, whereas social media monitoring is when you listen out for this brand name, so 521 competitions. So how do we do the listening and the monitoring? Well, you're going to use this first section that you come into called boards. Boards are a collection of these columns which are called streams. Each stream is essentially a kind of filtered view of your social media. And we can add the streams by going to the top add stream or going where is it? Oh, it's gone. Well, normally there's a nice orange bar at the bottom, which for some reason isn't appearing. Oh, that's why, because I already had it open. Silly me. So you can see at the bottom right, a little orange cross there, a little plus. We're going to click on that, add a stream. And then I'm going to start by selecting my social media network for the stream that I want. So I want a Facebook stream for this page. And then it's going to show me some of the presets here. So timeline, my posts, mentions, messages, unpublished posts, activity, and scheduled. I'm going to minimize that. But the most important thing is that you can have multiple streams in one board, and they can be for different social media accounts. I tend to use it in a way that has function for each board, but you might use it just for one board per social network, which is what we've got here. So Facebook page, and the one below that is Instagram. So this Facebook one, we've got my posts, activity, so what's happening on the page, what are you interacting with, scheduled posts, mentions, so who's mentioned you, and messages. So this is very much what we would call social media monitoring. It's monitoring your own content and what people are saying about you. This is not listening, which is getting involved in outside conversations. But within your streams, you can like and comment on things, so you can see all of that in one place without ever having to open Facebook. And then if I go over to Instagram, I've got my posts, scheduled, and then I've got two examples of social media monitoring. In the first one, I've got a hashtag search for competition. So I can see what other people are posting about. I can see what's going on. I can see how many things have been liked. Now, normally you are able to interact with posts directly from within here, but from the Instagram page, I know Instagram's a little bit hit and miss with what you can and can't do. So you'll notice that we can't like and comment, but what you could do at least is you could send this post to someone, or maybe you could just click on it and then open that in Instagram. And then also I've got another little search here for 21 Pilots. I don't want that search, so I'm going to click on more options and then delete stream. So that's your streams. Very simple, very straightforward, and we can get a slightly more detailed list of streams by going add stream at the top. And then apps is where you can interact, you can get other integrations with Hootsuite directly from here. So nice and simple. And then the real meat of this is when you go to schedule things. So in the left hand side, you'll see create, that little pen icon. You click on that, go post, and then this little window pops up. From this window, you're going to select the social media accounts that you wish to post to. So I'm going to go Facebook and Instagram. You're going to add your copy. Hey guys. You're going to add in the media section, you're going to add your images. I'm going to add a social media gallery there. Obviously, you can add other media types as well. And then you're going to scroll down to the bottom. It says schedule for later. You could post it now. You could save it as a draft, so you can come back and just prepare some drafts that you can edit later. But if I schedule for later, it will change the interface slightly. I'll get this little calendar. I'll schedule this for 17th of February at 5 p.m. And notice that at the moment it's currently at Asia Kolkata time, so I'll need to change the settings for my particular Hootsuite account so that that reflects my own local time zone, just so I'm not getting any surprises on scheduling. I'll hit done, and then what I'll do is I'll click schedule. So I'll now see 2 posts have been scheduled. I can see that my scheduled feed has updated now, so I can see that this is coming, and if I wanted to I could edit from within here, but I want to take you over to Publisher. The second icon down, the calendar. So Publisher section is this calendar view, so in Planner. So go to Publisher, and then at the top left, Planner, and you'll see the content that you have scheduled. The grey one is a draft, and the coloured one is with a little purple bar to it. That's scheduled. So I can click and then go in and edit this if I wish to. So I'll edit this, and I'll go back to that familiar editor. Oops, just clicked accidentally on an extra thing there. This is for Facebook. And I'll save edits. And that will close the little window. And then I can now see that this Facebook post has changed to there. But what I might also want to do is say, actually, I don't want it going on Wednesday. I want it to go on Friday. So just click and drag over to Friday. There we go, nice and simple. And likewise, this Instagram one, Instagram is performing really well on Thursdays. So I'm going to click and drag that over to Thursdays. But you know what, on Wednesday, rather than going to the edit function, I'm just going to click on Wednesday in the 5 p.m. bracket. And I'm going to say create, and then straight away, it prepares that time frame. So I'm going to select Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to type in the message, hello. And then I'm going to go select files, downloads, and I'm going to choose this little winners icon. There we go. And then I could schedule that or save as draft. So I'm going to save that as a draft, and that will come up grey. Excellent, very simple. Now I don't want to schedule these ones, so I'm going to delete this, delete post, and I'm going to go and delete post. So this is the planner within publishing, but then I'm going to go across to content, and I'll see my drafts that I've prepared here already. And then on the left hand side, I'll see scheduled. So if I've got any approved scheduled messages, I'll see past scheduled messages on a calendar view. And then also these ones here, requires expired and rejected approvals, is where you can have an approval system. So if you have a social media executive or social media assistant scheduling messages and you need a marketing manager or team leader to approve them, you can see that in your requires approval section as well. So very, very simple. So these drafts here, I don't want them, so I'm going to just hover over them, delete and delete. And that's it. There are some other functions such as assignments, which is on a paid plan, which allows you to have customer service, which is obviously quite handy as your teams grow. And then also you have analytics, which again is another paid feature. See there, try it for 30 days. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Hootsuite analytics. I just think it's a little blocky and not very pleasant. I like to be able to schedule and deliver emailed reports. Now, they might have changed this, but they never used to when I used to use it. But otherwise, that's Hootsuite. Very simple. The free version does have a few little restrictions, such as being able to schedule up to 30 posts and being able to associate up to 3 social media networks. So do keep that in mind. But this is Hootsuite. Very simple.